Right, I'm going live. Let's get this kicking. Good morning. Welcome to a morning outlook on Black Friday. I forgot about Thanksgiving yesterday. Apologies to all friends from America there and North America. Wish you all hope you had a good one. Now your extended holiday continues. Friday then, looking at the impact news that might impact things, you can see there's a whole list of it there. Absolutely nothing. And I went through and I thought, well, I'll have a look at the speakers. We've just had all the data that was due to come out is out that was of any significance, and we've got a speaker at 5 o'clock tonight. So I think you get the feeling it might be a quiet one out there on the Western Front. We'll see. Okay, so let's have a look at the markets, and we'll start off looking on the dailies here first. Let's just flick that out of the way. So looking at the euro dollar first, and well, last few days we've seen upside. It's just slowed up in towards the highs here, and look, as you come down the time frames, 4 hourly, it's just consolidated here. Last 20 hours or so, last day or so it seems. There you go. For most of yesterday, from 8 o'clock onwards, there's the 8 o'clock candle. It's been going pretty sideward, and I've got a feeling more of that. I did expect it to be quite quiet, and I think we may just get a continuation today. So yeah, nothing great there to be doing. So the pound, same again then. So been pushing up the last 3 days. Today though, well, it's consolidating. The pound actually did get a little bit more movement. Saying that, it did come off in the afternoon, and that was that. And it's back to where it was sort of earlyish morning. It did get a little pick up, but consolidation. Don't like the consolidation when it sort of sits lower than the highs area. When it sits around this area, sometimes it just means it's going to roll over again. So we'll see what happens. But methinks we could just be in, as I say, a chop day. Yen actually showed promise yesterday, and it was one of the ones that sort of, along with the euro yen, that we saw real decent moves on, and it came pretty early. I'm just looking at this. Where was it? Goodness, can't even find it now. That was the morning session. I'll come back to a 60-minute candle. There we go. There it was. Okay, there it was. 9 o'clock in the morning. There, it started moving through into 10, and then consolidated. But again, now from where it's sitting, it's pulled back a bit. Maybe we've got a bit of a flag going on there. But really, do I feel comfortable shorting this market when it's just running through like this, and it could just end up chopping sideward? So not a lot there. Okay, that's the yen and Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar, well, it's been working its way back up over the last few days, slowing up yesterday, but still had some movement into yesterday, but it's consolidated again now, and it's the same old story across the board here. Sitting a little bit better around its highs here, looking a little bit more cheery for sure, but again, consolidation. And finally, the currencies I'm looking at here, the majors here, the Canadian dollar, slow, very slow. Just chopping and chopping, and in a pretty tight range. This doesn't do it justice of how tight the range is relative to where it's been going. So one thing I would point out is the lower highs that have come through there, but it's not got the biggest of ranges, and looks pretty bland overall. Okay, so there's the currencies. We just switch through and have a look at the indices, and we'll look at the commodities first. Have a quick look at gold. I'm supposed to be looking at silver today, and I haven't prepared a silver. We'll have a look in a moment. I've got a different one to look at for that. So looking at gold, and Well, it's certainly. I mean, it's picked up. It picked up, but it's slow. And again, we got this sort of consolidation instead of around the highs here. We got the consolidation lower down, and to me that just doesn't look great. And on the owlies, certainly doesn't look good. So really quite soft. Now to bring silver into play, I'm just going to have to see. Oh, it's not open. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to leave silver for today, but it's probably in a similar pattern. Do apologise. So let's have a look at it. Oh, sorry. Look at the rest of the cryptos. I say rest of the cryptos, rest of the indices themselves. So bull flag, or is it just rolling over here on this CSI 300? It's really the longer the COVID comment of the potential lockdown, etc., in China continues, the more we see this just sort of chopping and dropping. Nikkei not had the best of days. It's already come back. Well, it's come back, closing part of the gap that I was pointing out yesterday. So not a surprise to see that come back there. Nifty 50, well, yesterday pushed into new high territory. Today coming back a little bit again. It popped and dropped again this morning. So down as I look at it now. Okay, let's get into a bit more detail. US markets, well, it's just looking like it's running out of momentum. This S&Ps at the moment, just running into their 200 moving average on the chart here on the dailies. Each day getting a smaller range. No surprise actually yesterday, of course, with the holiday, and we're just seeing this consolidation, and it could just ride through into today. Might get a bit of volatility at some stage. It's just sort of running through here. The Dow Jones, similar case, it's not going anywhere, and the Nasdaq, it might pick up. Officially it's an open day, but we'll see. Morning, Michael. We'll see what happens. Okay, closer to home, and looking at the DAX, that has continued pushing up on the daily picture, and well, it's still very slow. I pointed out yesterday how slow it is here, and it's sort of consolidation. You've got to be around for the right sort of period here. Yesterday morning, that was it. It shot up. It moved up just after 8 o'clock, and then it's chopped ever since. Not really doing too much. Bit of divergence, I should imagine, across the highs here. In fact, let's see if we can see the divergence across the highs there. Okay, yep, it's certainly showing RSI wise, MACD wise. Yep, it's there. Okay, that's pretty much it for today. Oh, crypto. Let's get the cryptos out. So Bitcoin down yet again. Just looking at how it was yesterday, it's okay. Just look, it's still very weak here. Litecoin's the exception in terms of how it's been moving, and it's probably the best upside potential when it does go. But realistically, the majority of these coins are looking decidedly bearish. They're trying to get a bit more of a bounce, and some of them probably Chainlink here just doing a little bit better and starting to move. But really, Litecoin is the bullish one. The rest, ooh, Ripple starting to pick up again. I thought the lawsuit was over, but it appears it's not, and it's still tickling along, but higher lows. It's maybe something there would cheer things up, but overall they don't look good, and certainly Bitcoin, I'll sort of come back to that, and it's really struggling. Okay, on that cheerful note, I shouldn't do crypto last, should I? Should do something else, but I feel like well, I have to. I wish you a great day's trading. Oh, someone's just mentioned, Miko, you to looking at the euros, it might surrender. Yeah, it might do. It's It's weak at the moment. I think it's just going to be a very quiet day. Might see yet another I say another inside bar. Might just be a bit of an inside bar, and we'll see how it develops into next week. But certainly run out of momentum at the moment. Anyway, on that note, I wish you a great one, and I'll catch you next week. Take care. Have a great weekend.